is numeric, and one of the attribute is categorical, which is age. There are different kind of clustering algorithms, but generally we have two kind of clustering algorithms. Which one is called hierarchical clustering algorithm, another is called partitional clustering algorithm. In a hierarchical, there are two types. One is called bottom-up approach, and another is called top-down approach. In partitioning, we concentrate on this, on the partitioning clustering algorithm, and the most popular one is k-mean clustering algorithm, which is quite easy, but it is quite useful, and it gives good results. In a hierarchical clustering, what we do, there are two approaches. So top-down approach and bottom-up approach. If you see here, let's say we start from the bottom. All the points belongs to one group. So you have n group, and then we start merging them on the basis of similarity. So we keep on merging them until you decide some criterion, and you stop there. Like I will stop when I have 10 clusters. So you can stop somewhere. If you will not stop, you will keep on going, and at the top you will have only one cluster. So all the points are in one cluster, which is not a new knowledge. So you don't want it. So you have to stop somewhere. So that is called bottom-up approach. In top-down approach, we start with one group and we try to divide it into different subgroups. And at the end, we stop when we have desired number of clusters. But we don't want to concentrate on hierarchical clustering. The problem with the hierarchical clustering is the algorithm is quadratic. Means generally most of the algorithms have the complexity n square. So with probably if you're working with a small data set, you will not understand the difficulty with the quadratic. But if you are working with the data set which has got millions of points, then it's very difficult. It will take a lot of time. So we try to avoid quadratic algorithms. Now we discuss the important point of k-mean clustering. So these are the basic steps of the k-mean clustering. The task is we want to create k clusters. So that's why there is a word k-means clustering. We will use this word means. So we start with, so you are given n points. You are given n points. Now you select any k points. Select any k points randomly. And this is another problem. We will discuss this. And then you have to assign all other points to its nearest center. So you have k centroid. You compute the distance of a given point, of any point from these k centers, and you assign it to that group which is the nearest, which has the nearest center. So if you do this, you will create different k groups. And from the k groups, you create this, you find out the center again. I will discuss that how to compute the center. Create the center again. Now again you have k center. Assign each point to these k groups on the basis of their distances with the center. Again, find out the center. Keep on repeating. And once there is no change in the groups, you stop there. So we'll see those steps in detail. So here, what we want to do is minimize the sum of square distance of point to cluster representative. Well, if you have numeric data, we can compute the distance using the Euclidean distance. Euclidean distance is based on basically the square distance. So distance, Euclidean distance, if you do not take the under root, it's basically a square of distance. This algorithm is quite efficient because this is linear with respect to number of data points. So that's why this is quite popular. So this is the flow chart. Find out the center, compute the distance of each point to all the centers, assign it to its nearest center. You keep on doing it till there is no change in the group. So there are 2 points which are important: center and the distance. Center and the distance. So how to find the center? So in a group, in a cluster, cluster 1, you have 3 points. Each point is defined using 2 attributes, x1 and x2. And center is nothing but mean or average of all the points present in that group or cluster. So in a cluster, there are 3 points are present. For x1, value is 10, 20, and 15. If you take the mean, it is 15. For x2, 5, 8, and 11. If you take the mean, it is 8. So the center is 15 and 8. And to find the membership of a data point, you just compute the distance using Euclidean distance. You know the center. Center is also defined using 2 attributes. So you can use the Euclidean distance, and if in this case, that is, if this distance is less for the cluster 1, it will go to the cluster 1. If distance is less for the cluster 2, it will go to the cluster 2. Generally, for the numeric data, we use the Euclidean distance, but there are other distance measures also present for the numeric data. In mathematical term, what we are trying to do, we are trying to minimize the cost function. So here you see D is a particular data point and CK is the nearest neighbor, the nearest center. So we want to minimize that distance to point to its nearest neighbor. I will not go through in detail because there are I don't have enough time, and I will go to the more other important points. So for the numeric data, these are some of the algorithms which deal with numeric data, some of the clustering algorithms. Now, it's very easy for the numeric data to find the center and to find the distance. Not very difficult. It's a well-defined formulas are there. But what about the categorical data? We will see some of the challenges of the categorical data. So these are some of the algorithms for the categorical data, but we will concentrate on the algorithm which is equivalent to K-mean clustering algorithm, which is K-mode clustering algorithm. It was developed by Huang in 1998. And probably this is the most popular algorithm in terms of references. So we will discuss about this. Now, what are the challenges? So there are 2 important points for in the K-mean clustering algorithm. One is mean, Second is